Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out, my old friend Umar Sadiq, coming off what I would say professionally certainly is a career best victory over Kody Davies. I'm sure you've watched it back since. How do you reflect on your performance?
You're right, to start with. And the performance, I think it was a good one in terms of I dominated the action, I controlled the pace, I had an opportunity to show people that I can box as well as fight, I can dig deep. So, you know, there are a lot of positives to it, and I was a massive underdog for the fight. So that in itself, I think, has more of an impact, because I think you get more respect from people when they underestimated you than when they thought you were going to win anyway, or it was a 50-50. So all in all, it's a positive one. However, that was, 3 weeks ago now? You know, I've got to get over it, and as you see, I've just finished training. I'm back in the gym working on how to improve on that performance so that next time I'm even better.
Obviously the defeat you suffered to Zak Chelli must have been a bitter pill to swallow at the time. But do you think it benefited you in the Kody Davies fight?
I don't think it benefited me in the Kody Davies fight, because from when I turned pro, anyone who's been watching me when I turned pro would remember how confident I've spoken ever from the start. And I mean every single word I say, I don't speak for fun. So even with the Zak Chelli thing, I took the fight, and a lot of people are like, why did you take that? And like, because I should be walking the park with him. And you know, there are things that I'd rather not keep going over about that happened on the night that just made it not my night, and that made it hard to swallow, because I wasn't myself in the ring. But I was still like saying to people, because I know I wasn't myself in the ring, I'm still as confident as ever. Like, I will show you. And again, you know, people were doubting and that sort of stuff. And I took the Kody fight. I had a lot of people, professional coaches that have fought high-profile fights, ringing me up or seeing me and asking me leading up to the Kody Davies fight, why have you taken this fight? What have you got to gain from it? And I was like, no, you've got this all wrong. Why is he taking the fight? You know, and obviously my performance proved that. I was a massive underdog. At one point I saw the odds, I was 12-1. It's basically the odds saying like he has no effing chance. And people, the friends of mine who told me after, they were like, friends of mine in boxing that told me after, they were like, you won me some money, thank you, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see how you could do it. I only bet on you because you're my mate, you know. So
the odds probably helped as well.
Yeah, the odds really helped as well. So realistically, when it's all said and done, you know, what I'm trying to say is, I don't think the Chelli fight helps in this, because the Chelli fight, I dismiss it as I just wasn't performing. But what it did help me do was look back, become a lot stricter. It sparked a deeper, stronger hunger in me that I didn't think was possible. And it forced me to revamp my team, change a lot of people, change a lot of the way I do things. And you can see the benefits of those now.
Take this opportunity now to credit some of that new team that you've got working with you, and give them some praise, I guess.
Yeah, sure. So, you know, we've got Tony Sese, who's the person that started me off in boxing. Great, one of the best coaches in the world. We've got Lionel Omar, one of my Repton coaches. He's another brilliant guy. I mean, this guy from the amateurs would watch me box. I would think of what I need to improve on, what I was feeling in certain parts, and then when he gave me a review, he was basically echoing what was in my head. So the guy knows his boxing. And then we got Harry Andrews, who's an experienced guy again. And, you know, my strength conditioning coach, Ricky McFarlane Training Systems. And yeah, man, so that's the team at the present. And, you know, we work really hard. We work very smart, most importantly. And everyone in my team is dedicated to winning. We're all competitors. Everybody wants to do well, and that's why it works.
How important is it to you, if at all, that you avenged the defeat to Chelli, or do you feel you've now moved beyond that level?
So when I first lost to him, I wanted to avenge it more than anything. Like, I was asking him over and over again, his team, and they just kept snobbing me. And eventually I was just like, they were snobbing me saying, what do you have to offer us? And eventually I just took it on the chin. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for my campaign, and I'll put myself in a position where I've got something to offer them back. In the process, what's happened is Zak's gone on to lose. So wanting to avenge the loss didn't feel as great anymore. And then I got an opportunity to fight the guy he lost to. And I was like, brilliant. In a roundabout way, I get to avenge it, and I did just that. So at present, I know what people are saying. A lot of people still till today say to me, you should still right that wrong. And I'm like, well, I have written, I've written it. Like, so I mean, if a fight with him makes sense at any point in the future, I'll like gladly take it and knock him out. But if it doesn't, it's like I'm indifferent. I'm ahead of him now in British rankings and box rec rankings, and my best win is better than his best win. I've beat the guy who beat him. I mean, why do I need to go back that way? When I'm 32 years of age, I've only got so many fights in my boxing career. Each fight should be meaningful. Like I said, if a fight with Chelli makes sense, I'll take it. But otherwise, I've got to look at what I'm trying to achieve in boxing. And the bigger picture is bigger than Zach.
You're a young-looking 32. It really annoys me. But moving on from that, once all this madness has kind of run its course, and don't mean to belittle what people are going through, but what's next for Umar Sadiq? Where do you see your next fight or your next move?
You know what? It's funny. I'm gonna say to you, I really don't know right now, but I have an idea. And the reason why it's funny is because coming to the end of last week, I had reached an agreement and we were going to announce this Monday. But obviously, as you know, the way things have happened. So, no, I'm not sure what's going on with the show that I was going to be on. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the opponent, all of that stuff. But what I can say, should everything continue according to plan, i.e. once we get the corona situation under control, new date gets set, the fight that I agreed to is a very exciting one. Boxing fans are going to love it. Top boxer Sadiq fans, Team TBS followers, you're going to love it. It's going to be a great one, and I'm looking forward to putting another great performance for you guys.
Brilliant. Well, we really appreciate your time, and we wish you the very best of luck when the next move is settled.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Brilliant.